You know, we've had some good events this year. We've played really well in some tournaments. We've had some events that we didn't play as well. And, you know, it's just sort of by the way things go that we've ended up, you know, as the #1 seed. We've got some great competition in the Pac-10, obviously, with USC and Arizona, ASU. We're all, on any given week, it could be any team that can win. So we feel good about the fact that right now, you know, where we are, but, you know, this is a whole new week and we've got to play well.
What do you keep telling the girls, you know, keeping them their heads straight? What exactly is your message towards them?
Mostly just to focus on what we're doing, focus on ourselves as a team, and play to our strengths, and not get too wrapped up in the seeding or where we're going to end up for regionals, because that's a little bit more of, you know, what's sort of at stake here this week, not just the Pac-10 title, but also where we get seeded for regionals. Ideally, you know, I think every team here wants to be kept in the West, so we don't have to travel back east, and so for us, it's even more that way because it's basically between us and USC, and so, you know, but we can't get too wrapped up in all that. We just really need to focus on playing good golf and playing the way that we know we can play on this golf course.
And so, speaking of the golf course, how's the course holding up? The conditions?
Course is in beautiful shape. The rough is getting deeper, and it's a bit of a punishment if you do get into it. The greens are rolling really well. They're actually a little bit slower than they were when we were out here a week and a half ago, probably because they had some cool temps come through, but the course is in great shape, and you know, it's really going to be a good test. I really like the way they set the pins, and I think they're going to do some stuff with some of the tees and change it up a little bit to make it a little bit different experience than it was for the ASU Carson event a week ago.
And so what's it like playing on this course compared to, say, the home course that you play at? The girls, is it similar? Or?
No, this course is quite different from the courses that we play. Obviously, we're in LA, so we play in a lot of the country clubs, sort of the old clubs in the city, and you know, a little bit more traditional styles of course, meaning tree lined, you know, different grass. But we have traditionally done very well here. The girls really like the golf course, and you can't go too wrong. I mean, it's a solid golf course, and it's, you know, it's kind of right in front of you. You can see everything, so it's very fair. And you know, we have to get used to playing in different types of golf courses. It's just part of being a golfer.
What are the biggest challenges for the girls here at this course compared to your course?
You know, our courses that we play at home are really hard. They're pretty tough courses. So in that sense, you know, I think some of the courses we play on our day-to-day are actually a little tougher than this golf course. But the big thing for us is what happens with the weather here, whether it's the wind kicking up really hard or the heat, because we don't get that. We don't play in those type of conditions too often. Unfortunately, we don't get a lot of wind down in the LA area. So that's just really the factor that makes a difference for us.
And so what's been kind of the preparation leading up to this tournament?
Well, fortunately, we had some bad weather come through in LA, and it's been windy. So we played a few days when it was super windy out on the golf courses. So that was great for us. We got a chance to practice that. And then the other thing that we really had to work on as a team was our pitch shots. We didn't do a good job of those when we were here last, and so we felt like that was an area that we could really improve. So we worked a lot on that.
And so what are you kind of expecting out of this environment and what your girls are going to produce?
I think given the way the conditions are, and you know, it's going to be nice weather, not too windy, I think the scores will be quite low across the board. I mean, I think I'm anticipating you'll see lots of scores under par. So it should be a really fun championship and a great one to spectate and follow.